Very good evening. In this video, I am explaining the concepts in Python, OOPS in object-oriented programming. There are several concepts in OOPS. They are class, object, inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. First, we are learning uh, class and object. Class is a blueprint or template for creating objects. So, by using class, we can create objects. It defines the properties. It is the properties also called as attributes and behaviors, also called as methods and functions that the object created from the class will have. So if we create objects from the class, they have both attributes and behaviors. An object is an instance of a class. It is a concept entity based on the class blueprint. So object is basic instance of a class. By using objects, we can create class. Class is blueprint for creating objects. They have both dependent each other. The combined working of class and objects gives a proper code structure. First, we understand class by observing one example. Python code explanation for class. Class are column def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self comma brand comma model column self dot brand equal to brand self dot model equal to model def display of self column print of f class car in, in square brackets self dot brand self dot model. It is a class. We create a class by using class keyword. We create init function and passing self brand and model as a parameter. We assign the self dot brand value to brand and self dot model value to model. After that, for displaying the code, we also created another function display with self keyword. We are writing the print message in display function. We assign the car properties to the here car self dot brand self dot model. That means brand is assigned to self dot brand and model is assigned to self dot model. We observe by reading all the code by observing one line by line. Class definition. The car class is defined using the class keyword. So the car class is defined using the class keyword. For defining any class, we use class keyword. It has two attributes, brand and model. A car class has two attributes, brand and model. Underscore underscore init underscore underscore method. This is the constructor method. It is automatically called when an object is created. It initializes the attributes of the object. So this init constructor is automatically called when an object is created. It initializes the attributes, brand and model of the object. Display method. This method prints the details of the car. The display method is used to display the details of the to print the details of the car. That means the details of car are brand and model. For uh, executing this car, we must create object. Creating an object for the class car. Creating an object. Car1 is the object name equal to class name car of Tesla, comma model S. These are two parameters in car1 object. Car1 dot display. Here we are accessing the object by using a display method. The output after executing this code is car Tesla Model S. This is the final output we get after executing this code. Object creation. Car1 is an object of the car class. So here the car1 is the object name belongs to the car class. The underscore underscore init method is called with the argument Tesla and Model S, which are assigned to the brand and model attributes respectively. So The init method is automatically called when an object is uh, created. It assigns the values present in the object to the brand and model attributes respectively. Calling the display method. We calling the display method by using the car1 object. The display method is called on the car1 object which prints the details of the car. So by calling the display function on the car1 object, it displays the values present in the object that are they are Tesla and Model S. Output of this code is Tesla Model S. Key points about the class and object. A class defines the structure and behavior of object. So by using the class, we create the structure and behavior of object. An object is an instance of a class created using the class constructor. So in this, an object is an main instance of class. It is created using the class constructor underscore init underscore. Methods define the behavior of the object. By using the method, we can define the behavior of the object. This is a fundamental concept in object-oriented programming of who. Let me know if you would like to explore. That means the class and object are the very fundamental concepts in OOP. By observing and understanding of this object and class, we can create any class and access the objects anyway. So the learning of this class and object gives us a confidence about OOP's concept. Next, we discuss the encapsulation. Key components about the class and object is key class keyword is used to define a class. Without class keyword, we can't able to create the class. Underscore init underscore method. The construct it is a constructor method used to initialize object attributes. So this constructor method is mainly used to initialize the object attributes. Without this under a constructor method, we can't able to initialize the object attributes. Self parameter refers to the instance of the class. It is used to access attributes and methods. By using the self parameter, can access the attributes and methods. Object creation. Use the class name followed by parenthesis to create an object. For creating object, we follow the uh, object name and then class name followed by parenthesis. In parenthesis, if we want to pass parameters, we write them in parenthesis. Later, we're going to discuss about encapsulation. Encapsulation restricts direct access to variables. Now, variables have sensitive information to restrict the access to the sensitive information to all, we use encapsulation method. Encapsulation is one of the fundamental concepts of object-oriented programming. It refers to the bundling of data and methods that operates on the data into a single unit. So by using encapsulator, we can bundle the data and methods. That operate the data into a single unit. So by using this encapsulation, we can bundle the attributes and methods into a single unit. Additionally, it restricts direct access to some of the object's components, which is a way of preventing unintended interference and misuse of the data. So by using this encapsulation, we prevent the misuse of the data. In Python, encapsulation is achieved using private variables and methods. Private members are denoted by a double underscore prefix. So, for achieving encapsulation, we use private variables and methods. These private members are denoted by a double underscore. It is one of the keyword to prefix to identify the private variables. Here we observe, I understand this by observing one example. Class bank account. Here we are creating a class. The class name is bank account. We create constructor method, defining constructor method in this bank account class. That is def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self comma balance. We are passing the self parameter and balance parameter to the bank account class in init constructor. Self dot underscore underscore balance equal to balance. It is a it indicates a private variable because it has double underscore before balance. By observing this, we can say that it is a private variable. Def get underscore balance of cell. Here we are defining another function, get balance. It has self parameter cells. In this get balance function, we are returning code to self balance. Return self dot underscore underscore balance. We access the private variable by using the public method, the public function. Here, here we are creating an object. An object name is account equal to with class name bank account of 1000 is a parameter. This object is created with the class bank account by passing parameters 1000. Access the private variable using a public method. Here we are accessing the private variable self dot underscore underscore balance by using the public method get underscore balance. We want to see the output for so for this we use print method. Print of account dot get balance. For accessing the object, we write a variable object name dot method name, whatever method we want to see it. Account dot get underscore balance is the method name here. Output is 1000. This is about encapsulation and private variable accessing by using a public method. Private variable. Here are the key points about encapsulation. Private variable self dot underscore underscore balance is a private variable. It cannot be accessed directly from outside the class. So the private variable is not accessed directly from outside the class. తెచ్చుకుంటాను